This will be one of several contributions to the Prepper's Reference Library chain of videos. This was started by Legend Sexy, and Yoko Winnis came up with the idea for different people to do response videos discussing some of their books that would be useful for preppers. And this video, I've got way too many books to put into one video, so this will be one of several videos in that series. I'm going to be using this same introduction for all the videos because I'm just too lazy to make separate introductions for all of them. So if you've already seen this introduction, do not give up and think you've already seen the video, because it could be different books. I would hope someone will do a video response to this so we can just keep the chain going. If you do, give it the same title that I'm giving to mine, Prepper's Reference Library. That way if someone wants to see all the Prepper's Reference Library contributions, they can just do that one simple search and hopefully get all the videos in one search and be able to look at everyone's contributions. So, thank you very much, and now we'll get to the books. If you have a dog, this is a great book to have, and will become even more valuable if you choose to keep your dog after SHTF. Dog Owner's Home Veterinary Handbook. The most up-to-date, comprehensive dog care guide for every dog owner. Find it past symptoms index on inside front cover. Everything you need to know for emergencies. Every topic fully indexed for easy reference. 190 how-to illustrations, charts, and tables. From pediatrics to geriatrics, your dog's best insurance policy. And this is by Delbert G. Carlson, DVM, and James M. Griffin, MD. This book has helped me a lot of times with my dogs. I just look up the symptom, and it's just, this kind of sets this book apart from most. That you can look, it has an index of symptoms. You look at a dog is gagging, and then you've got several pages you can look at for the possible problem. It goes into great detail from everything from parasites, heat stroke, asthma, vomiting, sore throat, tonsillitis, and tells you your basic ways that you can care for your dog without the aid of a veterinarian. And in some cases it does say refer to a veterinarian, but gosh, if you saved one veterinarian bill because of the ownership of this book, and things never went bad, the world just kept on spinning the way it is right now, and we did not have an economic collapse or other thing to break down society, just one veterinary bill would cover the cost of this book. This, for if you own a dog, this book is one of my favorites. This book is a little outside the box. The Second Oldest Profession, An Informal History of Moonshining in America by Jess Carr. It's kind of an older book. It's kind of in rough condition. It's kind of got wet on me a time or two and what have you, so hopefully you would find one in better condition than mine, but this is a very rare book. I think it was printed in the 1930s, and it discusses not only the history of moonshine, but actually tells you how to make moonshine. And moonshine has more uses than just drinking. I'm sure most of you know that. An example would be you could use moonshine in the place of rubbing alcohol. With a really strong moonshine, you could actually run some with some slight modification that is beyond my skill and knowledge, but if I understand correctly, with some modification, you could operate gasoline engines using moonshine as fuel. So This book definitely would have its uses in the event that the legality of making moonshine was not an issue. Horticultural Science by Jules Janik. This is actually a textbook. This book probably is not very useful to the common person who does not have a lot of knowledge beforehand about raising plants. But if you do have a basic, very basic working knowledge of how to grow plants, this book has goes into much more detail than most other books about specifics. And if you know the specifics and you understand every little bit of the workings of a plant, then you are obviously going to have a better luck with those plants. Or that, and of course, that applies with anything. And this discusses things like even goes into organic and inorganic methods. And of course, your organic methods, a great number of those can still be put into use when there is no Home Depot to go to buy insecticide or pesticides in general.